Alzheimer's disease affected over 6.7 million people last year alone. And perhaps you are one of the millions of people that may have been a caregiver to perhaps a parent or a loved one. As they suffered and you endured, well, there is a new play that has come to Revolution stage called The Woman in the Mirror. And it tells the story of a particular caregiver. This is a true story by Palm Springs' own writer and star and author of the book Surviving Alzheimer's, with friends, Facebook, and a really big glass of wine, Dayna Steele.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is so nice to be.
This is great.
I've watched Palm Springs' point of view so much, and it's fun to be on it now. So thank you.
Right? And here we are. It's fun to be on set with you, Dayna, and director Laura Stearns of The Woman in the Mirror, which recently premiered right here at Revolution Stage.
Yeah, just about a week ago. We've got another couple of weeks to go. It'll be playing till the end of March. And it is my love letter to caregivers, is what it is. You know, somebody asked me the other day, who did you write this for? No one had ever asked me that. And I had to think a minute, and I said, you know, it's taken me a long time to realize, but I wrote it for me, to tell me that, you know, there is no manual. There is no right way or wrong way. So this is for people who've been through it, people who are going through it, and people who have no idea what's coming.
I can only imagine, and the way you tell the story, I have yet to see this play, but I am seeing it today. But I have been told that it is so engaging. If you don't cry, you'll laugh, and you've gotten some great reviews already.
Yeah, CV Independent called it a theatrical triumph. But you know, I've gone through several directors. It's gone through several. I think I've rewritten it 71 times now. No one told me about that. I'm not sure I would have started this journey. But the original production was almost like a TED Talk with props. And Laura, who comes from the world famous Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis, which is considered one of the top 5 theaters for new works in the country, she made me cry. She hurt me. She beat me. She turned me. It's been a master class in acting and playwriting and movement, and Laura also lost her mother to Alzheimer's. So we bring
and
a
I
lot
lost
of
my dad.
So
yeah, so many people are affected by this. It's insane. I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Laura, when did you come on board with the project?
I believe it was December was the first time I read through the version that Dayna had. Both my mother and grandmother died of Alzheimer's. So when I read the material, I really connected to it and felt like I needed to be part of the project. And then Dayna and I met. We sat there for an hour and just talked, and it felt really like we just connected right away. So I told Dayna that I really wanted to help her turn what you refer to as kind of a TED Talk or a series of TED Talks into a play that could really move people and be funny and intriguing and all of the things that I love about theater, and that she needed to do it.
You know, it also had to be somebody with empathy. I've gone through a couple of directors who've never lost anyone to Alzheimer's and don't know anything about it. And they just, one in particular, they're just not careful with mom. It's got to be somebody who's gone through it, because it's somebody that has to, like Laura, can push me, but also knows when I need to be coddled or calmed down. Because I'm reliving my mom's death every single time I do this, but just the opposite of what I thought would happen. I love it because she was magical. She helped people. She was full of energy. She never met a stranger, and she comes to life. So everybody gets to know her and love her.
That's so endearing.
Yeah.
It's got to be so joyful. And I know this play is very emotional, especially if you're like us and probably half the audience or more that has an experience to just, you know, kind of relive it, but not in a sad way. And in the way you're telling it. When did you write the book?
I released the book in 2016. a friend of mine actually said, "What are you working on right now?" one day at lunch. And I said, "Well, I'm trying to take all of the Facebook posts," because I journaled on Facebook for 2.5 years. What do I do? Mom did this. I laughed at mom. What's wrong with me? I want to quit. I don't want to go see her. You know, all these things. I created my own support group on Facebook. And I said, I want to take these 2.5 years worth of posts and comments and edit them down into something that's, you know, the funny ones, the insightful ones, the helpful ones. And I said, so I'm trying to do that right now, but every time I start to do it, I just break down crying and I can't. She said, let me do it. So that's my co-author on the book. And she took them, figured out how to download everything off of Facebook and went through thousands, hundreds of posts and thousands of comments and brought it. So you see the Facebook post. It's a very multimedia play. So you get to see the Facebook post, you get to see the comments are real. My favorite story, though, is this person who said, oh, yeah, I walked in on my grandmother watching hardcore porn, and she turned around and said, they have never done this on The Young and the Restless before. So, you know, you laugh out loud, but, you know.
You have to.
Now, Dayna, you have a co-star.
Yes.
It's Rebecca McWilliams. How do you divide the roles up? Obviously, you are the daughter.
Well,
Rebecca?
I play my mom and me. I go back and forth. Rebecca plays my best friend Joe and my mom, and then several other characters. So when we're mom, we got on the glasses, we got the Texas accent. Hey, hi. Hey, Claudia, you want some cookies?
Perfect.
So you see there are glasses all over the set.
I did notice that,
So
and they're kind of cute glasses.
Yeah, so here,
Cat
put them on.
eyes.
Put them
Okay.
on, be mom.
Yeah, they're a
be
little
mom.
sassy like mom. There you go.
And then say,
How's it look?
say, Dayna.
Beautiful. Oh,
Now
those
say,
are nice on you.
Dayna.
Dayna.
That's it. There you go. See?
What am I doing here?
She asks that question a lot. Where am I?
Oh, it just sounds like such a great play, and I have really spread the word, and I know that you're going into your second weekend,
Right.
right?
And you know, it's you tell people, hey, it's a comedy about Alzheimer's, and they're like,
no,
no,
that sounds
no.
horrible. So the play runs through March 31st. Is that correct?
Yes, there's a couple of matinees during the week, and then 3 evening performances. And we're already getting offers from some theaters around the country.
Great.
My goal, my lofty goal, and I always put it out there because you never know who's watching, who's listening, is the Helen Hayes Theater in Broadway. It's the smallest Broadway theater, and it's where I saw What the Constitution Means to Me. And that was the play that inspired me to think, wait, I could tell my story too on stage.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, if you know anybody at the Helen Hayes Theater, just let them know.
Put it out there. We're putting it out there.
I only need $500,000 to do it on
that's not
off
nothing.
Broadway,
Okay,
and
this is
God
also
knows
a
what I need for
fundraising
Broadway.
Okay, well, thank you, Dayna. Thank you, Laura. The Woman in the Mirror. Do come to see this play through March 31st. Thank you both.
Thank you.
And I will end with what Mom always said. I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck.